Hello, Shadowcat back with more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So, what have we done so far? Absolutely nothing. We spent like an entire 20 minutes just making a character and then about 10 minutes talking to somebody. And that somebody's run off. So, yeah, they just kind of left us up here on this balcony. However, I mean, check this out. I can turn the camera and look down there. Holy crap. We are on a starship, I would point out. Okay, we are on a starship. And this is a small starship. This is a little frigate. And look at this. It's enormous. Everything in 40k is dialed up to 11. And that includes the size of everything. But we need to go talk to the captain, I believe. And this other guy's supposed to be leading us there. So we should probably catch up with him. Now, the controls...
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Ooh, interactable objects. Some will be marked. I just click on them. Hold tab to highlight any objects that we can interact with. So, like, for example, this one. A massive copper's table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value. I mean, okay. What else? Oh! Things to touch. Let's touch. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The cycle of the duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Lay people interfering with the operation of the sacred mechanisms disturb the machine spirits. In the name of the Omnissiah, refrain from any further profane acts. In other words, stop touching things. What does this say? Incomprehensible information is being displayed on a large screen above the cogitators. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds among the numbers. And I couldn't read the rest of it. Is there a way to make that stuff, like, linger longer? Hold on. We're going into the settings. Options. Game. Let's take a look. Language. English. That's fine. Bloodstains. We need blood for the blood god, right? Gore. We need skulls for the skull throne. No. Tooltips? Wait, tooltip display. Does that count these? How about 30 seconds? Is this going to help us? Okay, let's try that. Apply. And save. Okay, let's try that again. So, incomprehensible information is displayed among the large screen above their cogitators. You can make out references to... Nope, that does not fix that at all. Okay, I have no idea how we're going to fix that then. But I can't read anything. Like, I have a hard enough time reading as it is. My eyesight is very bad. Wait, can I talk to you? Hey, can I talk to anybody?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Hold on, I'm gonna talk to people. You hear us studying words as a prayer to the God Emperor. Okay. May his will strengthen my heart. May my humble deeds be something. I couldn't read it fast enough. This is annoying. A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th. Alright, we're going back to the settings. There's got to be a way to change this. Tutorial. Yes. Dialogue settings? Okay, auto pause, turn-based mode. I don't see anything. Display? Nope, that's not helping either. Accessibility. Here we go. It's just all the colorblind stuff. Oh, and text size, which I turned up to large. So, you know, that helps. But if only it lasted a little bit longer so I could actually read it.
I always keep my options open.
I mean, it's not that I have a hard time reading. I have an incredible vocabulary. My vernacular is very broad. It's just my eyes don't work that well, and you keep taking the text away from me. Sorry, I'm angry. Door.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
No mercy to those who oppose Fon Valencius!
Okay, in general, servitors shouldn't do that. I'm just saying. Click the button at the top right of the screen to start a battle. Well, this more like top center. You missed. Oh! Oh! That's a problem! Okay, movement in combat. All battles are turn-based. I like turn-based. On their turn, you can move, attack, and use abilities. So, select a cell, double-click with the mouse button to move the character there. Movement points use MP. 1 MP is 1 cell. Moving diagonal is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. Okay. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Okay. Should be easy. So I have a definite range here. And it appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to come up here by you.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
And I'm going to shoot you. Okay, action points. To make attacks or use abilities in combat, you must spend an action point. Every attack or ability has a certain AP associated with it. The number of squares next to the icons indicates their AP cost. Very simple. To attack, first click on single shot, and then click on him. That's pretty straightforward. Certain abilities are considered attack options, can only be used once per turn, unless affected by specific talents. Okay. So, certain number of squares. Number 1, I have 4 AP. And so this... Oh, it only costs 1 AP. What other abilities do I have? Can't use that, that's reload. You, serve me. Cost me 0. And it's going to assign an ally who'll become their servant till the end. Okay, well, how about this? You
I'll see to it personally.
serve me. Right? And that was free. Now this one, voice of command. I'm going to push them, or I'm going to force them to push themselves, increasing their characteristics by plus 13 for 1 round. Additionally, all of the officer's command abilities can be applied to the target voice of command from any distance. Cool. So, I'm going to do that. Voice of command. And then, I'm going to shoot you.
I'll make it happen.
And apparently I'm going to miss. Yeah, I just missed. To increase hit chance, equip, better stuff. I got it. How did you miss? I told you not to miss. Okay, you're analyzing enemies. Can you try shooting them? Alright, I'm gonna shoot... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind. I'm gonna move back here. Then I'm gonna shoot you. You're gonna be my shield.
It's as good as done.
Ah, I got him. And voice of command. Oh, a character who becomes a target of voice of command cannot be targeted by this ability again for the next 2 rounds. So there's not really much I can do now. However, he actually hit him. And then he died. Hey, you're analyzing enemies. Do you want to maybe help? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Oh, wait. I can actually reach 7. Alright, shoot him. Missed! That's not good. Do we have any other meat shields? I'm out of meat shields. That thing can attack 3 times in 1 turn?
To the heretics!
Oh, good. You've got a gun and you know how to use it. Okay, attacks of opportunity. If I try to move, he gets a shot at me. I know how attacks of opportunity work. Ow!
Can't catch
Holy
my breath.
crap. I only have 4 hit points left.
On it. Your end was inevitable.
Oh, good. It's dead.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Okay. Oh, now you show up. No one's allowed to enter the premises. Move to stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Alright. I have a map, so I mean, that's good. There were some things over here. Tarantula Sentry Gun, constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus, using standard template construct. I can't read that fast. I can't read that fast! Wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. Wait, is that a Lehman Russ? Oh, it is a Lehman Russ! So very cool. How do they have one of those? What else do we have around here? This exhibit is unfinished. Okay. What else is in here? What is this? Strange object resembles sea coral. Poor surface is pitted, a sign that it's been underwater. What is this? A gray-green crystal with a white vein. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. There's so many shiny things. What else do we have? What else do we have? So many things. I want to touch them all. This stone in the pedestal is no doubt solid, but the surface shimmers and changes hue as if though somebody captured it. I couldn't read it. Massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles. Black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. A violet alloy, which upon close examination is a handcrafted object. Symbols are carved. Okay. Alright, so we going this way? No, wait, are we going the other way? Oh, I guess maybe we are going this way. Cool, so I got to see everything anyway. And here I thought I was going to have to backtrack. Cool, where are we now? Tech priests, servitors, crew officers.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
I'm just gonna listen.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I interrupted nothing.
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronus Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
That's an interesting thought. I mean, higher security might simply solve it. But let's take a look at what our options are. The spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify it is indeed the case, if the population is engaged in xeno worship. Conversely, there are ways to confirm whether what is happening is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it would give us the answer. I do have other options, but those are probably my best. So, between the two options that we have, psychers are costly. And we are, running a business here. So, perhaps not. Instead, I would say, see if they engage in xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I don't like you. You know what? I'm not going to be nice to him. I'm not going to be nice to him. I find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
I honestly do not know yet. I was hoping you might have answers. Oh, also, your character skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or hidden dialogue options will unlock. Cool. Alright, so, can you clarify?
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Cool. One of, though. I was told there were others.
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Wait, what mistake? So wait, does that also mean that the Master Whispers is related? I don't know. But seeing as how I can't seem to ask about, I can't seem to ask about the mistakes that were made. So I guess we'll just go with it as it is.
I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void Ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Wait, are we actually in the warp right now? Okay. That's kind of cool. What options do we have? Navigator, translation. I know all these things, so I don't need to ask that. There's an incident that took place in the crew deck. However, I'm sure she's probably aware. So, where are we headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Okay. Well, at least we know where we're going now, so what do you want me to do?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Alright, I can do that.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
What, are we under attack? Is this a mutiny?
Save you.
So everything is turn-based. Got it. Start the battle.
Look out.
Wow, you
Weapon
suck.
at the ready.
You, however, don't suck.
Out of my way.
A temporary setback.
Stop shooting at me. Okay, use cover. I understand cover. And, I want some. I'm gonna stick close to you, actually.
Who, if not me?
Hey, I hit him! Oh, wait, I killed him. Wow, okay. That was a critical hit. Okay, cool.
Such is the will of chaos.
Chaos guides me.
So wait, these are heretics. On board our ship?
Just a minor setback.
I serve
How are there heretics on our ship?
Pain and duty go hand in hand. I've seen
Whoa!
worse battles than this in my time. Reduced to dust. One fewer time.
Stay vigilant.
Wow, they're like just slaughtering everything.
Glory of the Imperium.
Is there anything else left for me to shoot? I mean, I guess technically yes, there is.
I'll make it happen.
There's also things for me
I
to
won't
miss.
stand for it.
Oh, even though it only costs 1 AP, I can only shoot like once per turn. Okay, I did get a temporary bonus effect. Oh, it's right here. Wait, old injury? Would you stop flickering? Whatever. It won't stop flickering. Why does everything have to be so hard to read? What do they have against reading?
Don't touch me. No mercy for
My place is at the fore.
Follow my lead. To the heretics.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's right, we are at warp. They could have been influenced by chaos, but that would mean that the Geller field broke. That would be worse. What's happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among Voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
The casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer Prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
Okay, then what do you need me to do?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Understood. Okay, so we have our orders. The ship is being overrun with cultists, probably influenced by the warp, and we got to do things. I don't even know what we're doing necessarily, but I know who I need to go help, and so I'm going to go help him. And besides, he's got all the Astra Militarum with all the guns, so yeah, I'm gonna go where the more guns are. Seems safer. But I can't do that today because we're out of time. So if you want to see what happens when I catch up with the Master Militant or whatever he was, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that will be notified every time these videos come out. Know somebody else who's also into 40k or just, RPGs like this, share it with them. Share the video. But if you like me, you like what I'm doing, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time for more Rogue Trader. And until then, take care.